Good morning and welcome to oilpreneur.net. So today I'm going to give you the 5 most highly recommended exercises for women over 40. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'd probably say, like most of my clients when I was a personal trainer were over, at least approaching their 40s or well over their 40s. And the reason why I made this topic best exercises for women over 40 is because 40 years old, and I'm sure that many of you would agree with me, is about that age where especially women who don't work out, right? This is when gravity starts to take effect. This is when you know, for some, things kind of like start to go south, okay? And just as my experience as a personal trainer, one of the things that I've noticed is that women over 40, especially the ones that really weren't on any kind of exercise regimen, this is when the age really started to hit them hard, okay? The ones that I noticed were regimented, they were on a workout program, they were able to kind of slow the effects of aging, okay? And again, I mean, you know, you're not going to be able to stop aging. I mean, that's obvious. Like, we're not going to be able to stop it. But you can slow some of the side effects of it. And so here is the top of my list. My top of the list for women over 40 is going to be squats, okay? And if you can do free weight squats, you know, do free weight squats, okay? Of course, let me make my disclaimer. If you have health conditions and all this stuff, you need to check with a physician before you jump into an exercise program, okay? But if you're clear, your doc gives you the go-ahead, find a trainer that can take you through and you know, somebody who knows what they're doing, okay? And someone who can guide you through doing proper squats. I would recommend learning how to do heavy squats because I do think heavy lifting is even more so beneficial for women versus men. And I have my reasons for that. And most of it is going to be for supporting bone density. Okay, I think there was a study that I was reading. There was a statistic that was talking about how women, they experience osteoporosis as early as puberty. So this is one reason why I think it is very important for women to lift heavy weights. Okay, and I've heard this time and time again. I would hear women saying things like, you know, I don't want to get too big. And some of the other female trainer, like the one female trainer actually was trying to get big, was trying to put on muscle. Okay, she actually was a figure competitor, and she said, "Do you know how hard it is to get big?" Okay, it's not something that's just gonna happen by accident. Like, you really have to bust your tail if you want to get big with big muscles. Okay, so that is one myth. It is not true. You're not gonna get too big. You're gonna have to try extremely hard to get too big. Okay, in regards to muscles, one female trainer that I used to work with, she actually kind of reinforced my ideas about heavy lifting. And I thought that I was lifting heavy, but this woman, she would, like, most of her exercises, like even when it came down to like chest flies and stuff like this, and she was known to have a really great physique. Many of the women in the gym like wanted to be with her. They wanted to train with her because of her physique. And one thing that she did is, I've even seen this so many times, is she would do like chest flies, for example. She would go like really heavy and she would do like sets of 3, okay? And all of her sets would be like that. And she would do tons of cardio. And this girl did not have an ounce of fat on her, okay? So it's a really big myth. Oh, you're gonna get too big and all this stuff if you lift heavy weights. It's not true. Next on my list though, because I go off on my little tangents, is going to be lunges. Lunges is probably gonna be the second most important exercise that I think is good for women over 40. And just because that area is just one of those areas where things, you know, and of course, you know, you do have to factor in genetics. This doesn't happen to everyone, but you know, that is going to help to keep things tight. It's going to help to keep things together. And so, if I were to choose, you know, only a few exercises, okay, these are the few exercises that I would choose out of everything. Okay, lunges is going to be number 2 on the list. Number 3 on the list, and this is really great for your hamstrings. It's really great for your glutes. Is going to be stiff-legged deadlifts. This helps to not only help with your strengthening and developing your glutes, it's also going to help to strengthen and develop your hamstrings, and also you're going to be involving your core, and you're going to strengthen your core in the process as well. Okay, and the next on the list is going to be cardiovascular exercise. So when I have my clients, I would recommend them to do, especially when they were just getting started, is I would have my clients do cardio 5 days out of the week. Okay, I've seen women, you know, especially competitive athletes, competitors and stuff like that, do cardio like 6 to 7 days out of the week. Okay, you need to be doing enough cardio, and you need to be doing it at the right intensity. Okay, which means that when you get done, you should be sweating. You should be breaking a sweat. If you're not breaking a sweat, you're not really doing enough. Okay, if you're the type of woman who you're kind of really overweight, I've actually had clients where got extremely great results with only walking, okay, because they were already, you know, 60, 70, 80 pounds overweight. So for them to walk for an entire hour for the entire session, or climb stairs, you know, for half of that session, I mean, the pounds just started shedding off just like that, like very, very fast. So, you know, that's one thing to keep in mind. If you're already really overweight, you know, just to start shedding the pounds, you can get away with walking from the beginning. But this is really, I'm kind of going off topic. I have a bad habit of doing that. So another highly recommended on my list of exercises for women over 40 is going to be cycling. If you've talked with a personal trainer before, if you're a personal trainer watching this, you already know. We preach it all the time. You know, weights and cardio, weights and cardio, weights and cardio, right? Of course, and diet, right? But you're always going to hear this coming out of a personal trainer's mouth is you got to do, for best results, you got to do, you know, weight training with cardiovascular exercise for the best results, right? Fortunately, when you cycle, you're combining the two, right? Cycling, you will burn so many calories just cycling. And you are knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. You are getting your cardiovascular exercise and you're getting your resistance there at the same time. So this is one little pointer. This is one of the top exercises on my list for women over 40. It's a good way to strengthen and tone your legs while at the same time getting the cardiovascular exercise that you need. Okay, I think that is it. That's it. So, hey, if you like this video, subscribe, share this video, and I will see you soon with more fitness tips later on. So take care and have a great day.